All right, guys, we're back from the Olympia. That was an experience, wild experience. I was pretty exhausted after, so I took like a full week off. Now we're back at it. So what we're doing now, we're in like a little bit of a maintenance phase. So I'm gonna be doing the same workouts, but we're actually just gonna be doing one hard working set for each exercise. And we're gonna be doing that for about 2 more weeks until I start prep. I'm excited to show you guys all the hard work that we've put in over the last 2 years. So stay tuned, make sure you're following. So we're doing 2 feeder sets, 1 working, so 1 all-out set here. Yep. 1 more weight. It's gotta be a good set. On. Yep. Oh. What's nice about doing 1 working set is I'm out of here a lot earlier. Just kind of nice. And I think when we start prep, I'll be on a 5-day split, which I haven't done in like 2 years, but I'll leave it up to the coach. Close grip pull downs. All right, guys, so we're doing close grip lat pull downs. And if you have the option, which one would you choose? I always choose this one. That way we can have like a slightly supinated grip. The reason being, you actually be able to keep your elbows inward more and drive down through your lats. Yeah, always pick this variation. You got it. So you can see my grip. Really bring it inward slightly. That way I can really drive my elbows downward into my hip and isolate your lats more. So a lot of guys probably think I'm goofy for doing this because you don't see a lot of people doing this, but it's a really great way to isolate your lats by keeping your legs behind you. It keeps you in a more upright position, so there's no cheating. It's all lats that are working. And people probably don't do it because it hurts their ego. You can't lift this heavy. I got a video with you. So there's another guy that's 350 now, 345?
340, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I look small, but
you don't.
we're pretty close.
We'll hit some sessions when I'm
I'll get some workouts. So you're moving down here soon?
Well, that's what I was doing here this week.
Yeah.
I was doing some visits, so 2 weeks I should be here.
Okay.
If everything goes well, I should find, because I'm still looking. I still didn't find, but it should be quick.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be here full time and we'll find.
They're big boys, so I won't be one of the biggest guys here. Once you get really good at rack deads, you can start doing these. These are more like Dorian Yates style deads. So you're lowering it, you're not touching anything, and you're coming back up. So you guys are probably looking at this and saying, what's the difference between this and Romanian deadlifts? So we're not pushing the glutes back, we're trying to load the back. So we're coming down, we're not pushing the glutes back. So this is the difference. This versus this. Trying to load the back. Wait, let's go. So even when I get into this, you don't want to be like right away. Chest needs to be high when you get into this. Even when you're walking up to it. I don't recommend walking back into it like I just did. Just drop the weight. God damn, that was a hard set. One of the things I like with this gym is everyone puts their weights away. I can't stand when someone puts like a 45 on and then a 10 on top. I think I've almost broke my toe like 10 times pulling the weight off, not noticing there's a little plate in front of it. Put your fucking weights away. So if you don't know what I mean, when people do this, We'll put like a 10 over top. You're gonna pull this off, broken toe. It's a broken toe. Don't do it. Put your weights away properly. Do not stack the goddamn weight. If I break my toe because of you, you're gonna be eating this plate. Next up, wide grip pull down. Ow. This machine's not ideal for tall guys because I definitely prefer a bigger stretch, but they all look, actually this one looks lower, but the problem when you're tall is finding something you can actually get a proper stretch on. There's some downfalls to being tall. Actually, there's a lot of downfalls to being tall in bodybuilding. Shit. I look at it as an advantage because once a tall guy fills out, it's game over. The problem is it's actually getting there. Such a good burn. I don't know why more people aren't doing it. Honestly, I think it's an ego thing. I'm gonna confuse you guys a bit on this one because we're actually going to be doing more upper back. So I wanna really show you the difference. So we're doing this, we're actually gonna be leaning back more, focusing more on upper back, which is what most people are doing when they're doing a lat pull down. Yeah, so I'll show you the difference, but we're actually doing this purposely because we're trying to do a little bit of upper back on this width focused day. And with this one, you can actually keep your knees under the pad. All right, guys, so we're doing a pull down variation, but this is gonna target more the upper back. So we're not staying upright like I've been doing in the two other exercises you saw. We're actually gonna be leaning back more, targeting the upper back, which is what a lot of people tend to do on a lat pull down. Why do they do it? Because they can lift heavier. Just because you can lift heavier doesn't mean, you know, you're growing a certain area. We're trying to grow our lats with those other two exercises. Here, we're trying to grow our upper back. So there's a difference. And I'll show you the difference. When you look at my other two exercises compared to this form, instead of staying here, I should be leaning back a bit. And you actually be able to lift heavier. At the end of the day, it just comes down to not ego lifting. So if we're trying to isolate a certain muscle, try and break it down more, leave the ego at the door. No one around you gives a shit about how much weight you're lifting. I care more about what the judge's feedback is and how I look on stage. That's what we should be training. So smarten up. Unless you're trying to ego lift, then stick to your old ways, but you want to grow your back properly, train like this. All right, so second upper back exercise, we're doing one of my favorite, which is chest supported T-bar rows. So we're doing one rest pause set. So the goal is to fail around 10 to 12, rest about 15 seconds, fail again, rest 15 seconds, fail again. So the best way to focus on progressive overload, so you wanna mark down what you're failing at, so say 10 to 12 reps, you're resting 15 seconds, say I'm getting 2 to 3 reps, rest 15 seconds again, and even if you get 1 rep, that's fine. So the next week is obviously to try and beat that, but stay at that weight and try to beat it by more reps. What? Fuck. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Oh. God damn. Oh. So this is a great way to add more intensity into your workout. Instead of having to do 3 or 4 sets of this, we're doing 1 really hard, intense set, which is what we call a rest pause set. So a lot of different variations, but for today we're doing 3 fail points and we're resting 15 seconds in between. So this is actually my favorite variation of rear delts. So the best way to do this is get a bench so that when you're down here, we're not able to swing the weight. So you'll find you can actually isolate better doing it this way. And I find it's better than a reverse pec deck. I find it's better than high cable. This is easily my favorite rear delt exercise, and you gotta add it to your back day or delt day. What's great about it, with gravity pulling on your rear delts more, whereas you're doing a reverse pec deck, you're not able to get that pull. This over a reverse pec deck, especially if your rear delts aren't growing, I'm telling you, do this. For biceps, trying to break it down a bit more. Our goal is to actually bring up our brachialis of our arms. So when I'm in a side pose, I want more separation here, which I noticed that I do lack on stage. I just hate hammer curls, but I know they're good. So we'll be doing a lot more hammer curls, a lot more reverse curls, just to help bring up this portion of the bicep, which a lot of people don't tend to focus on. All right, guys, so that's a wrap. So like I said, we are 2 weeks out from prep. So please subscribe, please follow. I'll be posting everything going right into the show. We're doing Detroit, that's the plan. I can't wait to show you guys all the hard work I put in the last almost 2 years. So please follow, please subscribe.